I am originally from Philadelphia, PA, born and raised, love my hometown. My entire family is there, but one day I just decided to get up, grab my son, pick up and move here. I met my lovely husband, just had a newborn baby. He's 7 months now, so I am really enjoying the Orange State. I love Florida, I love the beaches, I love the weather. So what inspired me to write in my mind, the inspiration from it came, I had a rough life. And it wasn't as rough as others because we all have a story. My story was just, I grew up fast paced. I really didn't enjoy a teenage life. By having my son at 15, by having sex at the age of 12. There was no molestation or anything involved. It was just the fact that I grew up with a very strict stepfather. And I have a naturally rebellious personality, and you know what, let me not call it rebellious. I should say I have a naturally strong personality. Even as a young child, I knew what I wanted, and I think with growing up with a strict step parent and my personality, it kind of clashed. So when I was told to do something that I didn't think was correct, I kind of bucked against the system. And it's not so much that I didn't want to do what I was supposed to do. It was things that was too harsh for me to do, So, and me and my stepfather, even though he's passed on right now, we had a great relationship before he passed, but just growing up, it was very rough. So that's what kind of inspired me to write the book, because I really wanted to reach out and help others. I'm not afraid to tell my story. I'm not shy about it. I'm not scared about it. I don't care what people think about me. Only God can judge me. So that wasn't an issue. But when I picked up that pen and wrote that first page, it was freedom. This book is so dear to me is because when I share this book with young women or women of older age, it really helps to change their life. When I work in the prisons, I share it with the women in the prisons. When I work in different churches, I share it with the churches. When I speak at colleges, I share it with the colleges. And I have people coming up to me afterwards asking for advice and things like that. And it's not about me getting any glory or any praise, but I have a mission. I have a mission to help others. I have a mission to help change others' lives through my things that I went through. This is my testimony. And I would love for you to be able to pick it up and read it. You can get it on www.amazon.com or barnesandnobles.com or www.candraward.com. You will not be disappointed. Through all the tragedy and overcoming with triumph, God is good, because He allowed me to see sunshine. He allowed me to see a better way out. At the age of 18, I moved on my own with my son after I graduated high school. I went to Harris School. I got my first apartment. At the age of 19, I bought my first car off the lot. That was so exuberating. And I didn't have any help because my son's father wasn't in his life at all. And at the age of 22, I moved to New Jersey, got my first townhouse. My son was in great schools, good private schools, and with God's help, of course, I was able, and with my profession, I was able to pay for a whole bunch of things without any help. And I'm just grateful to God for that. And I share all of that in my story. I share all of that in my book, how you can overcome and how you can become successful, even with the things. You don't have to live in your past. You can move on to the future because God has great things in store for you. The great things that have happened in my life now ever since I became a published author with my first book, so many doors have opened. I've been able to do speaking engagements. I've been able to do plenty of book signings. I've been able to meet great and awesome people that I did not meet before. And it just opened my eyes to a whole nother world. I've communicate with other authors. We bounce ideas off of each other. And it's just great to see that you're not alone in this thing, because sometimes becoming an author and writing can be a very lonely a very lonely place, because sometimes you're stuck on your computer all day, or you're stuck in your house, or when you're out, your brain is not really functioning when you're out with your friends, because you're thinking about the next page you're going to write or the next book you're going to write. Your mind is always racing. So sometimes it can be very lonely, but it's very rewarding at the end. So I do appreciate the gift that has been given to me, and I will use it to the best of my ability to touch as many lives as possible. But the one main thing that I can say that really opened my life up after writing this book, I gained a closer relationship with my son. I gained a closer relationship with my family, even though it was a fearful thing when I was writing the book, but it actually made us closer. I have one quick story for you. I remember my mom reading it for the first time, and I was shaking in my boots like, oh my God, what is she going to say? I know she wasn't too happy about it at first, but she said, you know what? Send me some more books. I'm going to sell them for you, because wow, she said it was hard for me to read, but I'm going to sell these for you. And when she said that moment, there was a change in my life. I could be free. I could be open. All the anticipation that I was building and holding on to, all let go, and was just a sense of peace. So I am so grateful for that, and I appreciate everything that's about to happen.